when you're first coming to college, you're kind of scared and you don't really know anyone. So, you just kind of sit next to a guy and hope for the best. When I was going to the FYE class, the first year experience class, I sat down next to a guy. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who anyone was in the class. This guy happened to be Noah Sitch with his luscious locks blowing in the breeze behind him. I didn't really talk to him at first until we were assigned to do so, because I don't like talking to people, especially this guy next to me didn't look too good at first, but then we were forced to talk to each other. So the first thing he said to me, I don't know what it was, but I focused more on the tone of his voice. Man, this dude I thought it was cool. He had like this radio sounding voice, this deep, like smooth voice.
He was a pretty cool dude. He sat next to me. We talked about things. I was totally into it.
He longboards when the weather's decent.
I can't tell you. I've known how to do it since as long as I can remember. Man, I just came naturally. I was just sitting there one day in my little booster seat in the minivan, of course, because my mom always drove me around in the back seat of her minivan because she was a very, very responsible mother and she wanted to make sure I was safe. So she put me in the back seat, fastened my seatbelt, made sure I was good. So we passed a little skate shop, and me with my little 2-year-old eyes, I was like, "Oh, he's a skateboard!" And that's whenever I realized that it was for me.
Found out that he's really into internet memeing and the funny internet memes that go on. He's really big on using iFunny on his phone every day. Well, not every day. Well, probably every day. It's Noah. Every day he goes on iFunny on his Android device, and throughout class he's just swiping away, looking at all these memes. And once in a while, and we have a sound class together right now. And once in a while, in the middle of class, he'll go over to me and he'll show me the phone.
Only 90 calories each, but they do the job. Do you know what I'm saying?
This guy.
And he'll giggle to himself. And I just look at him like, Noah, we're learning right now. Now's not the time for memes. Let's wait until after class.
As far as politics goes, I think that we should just stick to the bare roots of the Constitution, just make sure everybody's individual rights are protected, and then we go from there. I think we've strayed too far in terms of what the government should be able to do regarding citizens and policy making. I think the state governments should have a larger say in how they govern their specific areas. With my major, I kind of just want to feel things out, maybe I want to look at some internships for sure. I don't know if I want to work more in television or in film. I'll be honest, it's a toss-up for me because I'm at a point right now where I could change to either or. So I'd have to say, right now I'm leaning towards television as far as like working behind a camera or like working in the studio doing switching or doing sound or something. I just want the world to know that I exist, I don't want to be a nobody. I don't want to blend in with the crowd. I want the world to see me as an individual. What's my favorite meme?